we're finally live. That took a lot of setup, trying to put everything correctly together. This stream should not exist, mainly because I've broken all the rules of VTubing and social media. I didn't tell anyone this was happening. I didn't put out any posts about it. I've done this completely spontaneously because I thought, why not just do a stream where I just try to set things up properly on YouTube and Twitch and everything. Because I've been so busy these past few days, and it's a good busy. But I've been really wanting to learn how to set things up properly over here and just figure a whole bunch of stuff out. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to place everything and how to set everything up, and every time I've been doing it, it goes wrong. It goes horribly wrong because I don't know what I'm doing. And if I sound a little bit more excitable today, it's because I drank a lot of caffeine yesterday, and I think it's still having effects even up to today. So I'm wide awake. So I'm wide awake here doing this weird thing where I just sort of scramble around and try to figure out how to set everything up properly. It's not really working, but when has anything ever worked? Let's see. So one thing I like to try and figure out properly is where to set this camera, because it never seems to follow me correctly. Let's see if I turn here. Seems to lose a bit of focus. Push it back more. That's my fan. So I'm gonna have to adjust this. Maybe out over here. And increase the gain on this just a little bit. This is why most people probably have air-conditioned rooms. It's so the noise of the fan doesn't keep peaking the mic. Let's see, can I hear myself? Testing. Well, it's not so bad. A little bit echoey. Let's see what else. I think maybe I can twist it a little bit. I know majority of people probably wouldn't do this on live. They probably do the correct thing, which is to set up hours before live and figure everything out. But I don't have time. And I've been trying to stream more anyway, so this is probably good to just get on and just talk to people. Talk to all the people that I didn't inform that I was doing this. I'm trying to just figure out my setup. And once that's set up, just never ever move or shift anything again for the rest of my life. a lot of things nearly fell down. Oh, it's a bit weird. Thinking if I should try changing it up a little bit more. This is basically the fumble stream, where everything just continuously gets moved around a whole bunch while I try and figure it all out. Maybe here, like this. Tilt it a little bit more. I should keep talking. I need to keep saying stuff and practicing how to talk to people. Because if I stop at any point, I'll get too nervous and I won't be able to talk anymore to anyone. I don't really know what to say because it's all still fairly new to me. I still feel like I'm making a bit of a mess of things. I've seen so many people set this up properly and they set it up beautifully. I wish I could do that. Oh. Got it. Yes, what was I saying? Where was I going with all of this? Why am I here? Well, I'm here for practice. To figure out how to just talk to people even when nobody's there. Figure out how to set all of this up. Figure out all the right positions. I don't feel like I know the right method though. What's going on? Why does it tilt so far? Why do I tilt so far? Again, it's probably all should have been done off screen, off site. Somebody should have tested this beforehand. And somebody probably should have been me, but I hope one day I'll look back on this and just laugh at how badly I'm doing everything. You have to laugh about these sort of things. I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm okay. Okay, I didn't sneeze. You never wanna sneeze inside of a mask. It's really bad. Yes, I think this is a good position. Can relax a little. I might have to adjust some things further, but I think it's alright. Knowing me, I'll probably shift something and then it'll all get messed up again. What else do I need to work on? Right, I need to work on my voice because it's not that good. I mumble so much. I always knew I mumble, but oh, it's even worse now to I mumble, I stutter. There's a lot of things that I don't do correctly as a VTuber or anyone on Twitch, honestly. The sneeze is coming back. No, I'm okay. I'm not gonna sneeze. But I've at least gotten the hang of making sure the stream is looking alright. It streams at the right bit rate, I think. I don't know. I'm bad when it comes to technical stuff. So this is I don't know why my thoughts always get in such a daze whenever I get on camera. I've so many things I want to say and so many things I want to do, but then I get up here and I set everything up and suddenly everything comes out in a ramble or I stutter and my point never comes across at all. Deep breaths. Deep breaths, Tenny. I think it's getting better slowly. Probably not by much, but at least I know how to set up a camera and the mic, and I think I like the way everything is positioned now. I think I like the way it's going, and I'm slowly learning how to talk to people through this television screen. Even if there's nobody there listening, I'm still talking, and that's a good thing. I wouldn't have been able to do that just a few weeks ago. So I'm improving. You're improving, Tenny. We gotta say that for ourselves sometimes. And I'm glad I was able to set up today with the multiple platforms, which I cannot mention too often. I think Twitch gets very angry and then I will lose not a lot of things. If I was a bigger channel, I probably have more things to lose. This is just a weird stream. Setting up everything. I need to get my thoughts in order. Completely. I need to stop repeating myself so much. And if I'm honest, I would really like a blueberry smoothie at this point. I don't even really like blueberries, but I want a blueberry smoothie. And I want to not be doing this, but I have to, because I promised that I would try to start streaming more often and doing more things online and talking to more people and just chatting with people and figuring out how all of this works. So I guess I'm just gonna go into a whole monologue about the stuff I want to do on this channel, and this stream will never ever be seen by the likes of people again if I can figure out how to delete it off the face of the world once this is done. So what do I have to work on? Well, obviously camera positioning is a major thing. Moving around the camera each and every stream, and it has not been great. I've been moving around the mic. It has not been great. But I think they're in good positions now. I need to figure out how to be a better speaker and not repeat so many points and not repeat myself and stutter, which is why I'm envious of all the other VTubers that have had a streaming career long before this, because they know what they're doing. They already went through the fire. I'm still going through the fire. The fire hasn't even started yet. It's 6 feet ahead of me and I'm walking on the coals. I need to learn to enunciate more because I tend to mumble a lot. This isn't even my real voice. It is, I mean, but I'm putting a lot of more emphasis on certain things to try and sound clearer. Still shifting the mic. What do I want to do on this channel? Well, I've got a video coming out soon. I edited it all yesterday, I recorded it all yesterday, all the way into the deep dark night, editing and realizing I still have a long way to go to learn about editing. And it was kind of on the whim sort of thing, because I do things on a whim. I just get really excited about something. Oh, hi, Mr. Fancy Pants. Hello. I'm just gonna be rambling on. It's sort of like a practice stream, even though I've already done a few streams. How was your day though? Thanks for dropping in. It's really nice to have somebody around while I just ramble. Yeah. Have you ever streamed before, Mr. Fancy Pants? I probably should check out your channel and see if you have. Oh, that's good. I hope that it was a nice day out today and it was good weather for you. Now you get to listen to this weird stream that's going on. I'm not good at talking about myself and what I do. Oh, it's great that you started up again then. Are you planning to go on more walks and just make it a regular routine? I don't really know how to interact with chat yet because there's a delay. So I think I see things faster than everybody else in chat, and I reply and I'm just sitting there waiting for a reply. I'm not sure if you're supposed to do that because that might lead to a lot of dead air. Oh, for streaming. Well, I hope if you ever want to start streaming again, you let me know so I can go and follow you on your streams. I do need to watch more streamers. I've recently been watching Necroni, as always. He's great. And I've been learning about what to talk about, sort of, or learning how to talk to people. I need to watch more streams so I know how to respond to chat. Ooh, 2 months is great. Just keep it up. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that, but just know that you're doing amazing. And honestly, I should also go for walks more often. But it's great that you've made it part of your morning routine. I think they say that just going out for a walk can really relieve a lot of stress, and yeah, just release a lot of stress. You see, I don't really know how to talk to people through chat because I'm used to talking to people and then just being really silent and listening while they talk on. So probably not the best choice of person to be a streamer or a VTuber. But hey, when I find something I like to talk about, I can go on for hours. Yeah, it's awkward, isn't it? And I have a lot of mixed feelings about it because on one hand, I admire the people who do manage to do this. On the other hand, I don't know why so many people aren't talking about just how awkward it is to be a streamer and to talk to people through a chat. I'm hoping I'll get there too, like that, just streaming and talking to people. And I mean, it really helps that you're here because you're somebody I can sort of just talk to. Oh, I've got a bot. I've got a bot offering me bot followers. I'm afraid we are not clankers in this household. Although if any bots do follow me of their own accord, I will welcome them and treat them as one of us, as long as they don't use AI art or AI writing for anything. Because I mean, even robots deserve a chance at humanity, don't they? But it was nice to see the first time chat, even if you are a advertising bot. Or maybe there's a real person behind it and they're just doing this and they get paid every time they send a message. I probably should moderate chat. I don't know how. And this is how bad it is for me, because before deciding to become a VTuber, I have never really watched Twitch. I should be careful. Twitch is gonna kick me out. I've never watched Twitch before this. I preferred catching live streams on other available live streaming platforms that are of equal value and worth to Twitch. So I don't really know how Twitch works. And I started watching Twitch when one of my friends started coming on and being a VTuber as well. And I started learning about things like bits and bobs and badges and all the B words and bots. Yes, bots, of course. And it's just overwhelming. There's just so much to learn and do. And I feel a bit out of my depth. And I dislike saying that I'm out of my depth, because after a while it's probably gonna just come off as me complaining, which I am. I do love to complain. It's a habit I'm trying to kick. Kick. Other streaming services are available of various action verb related speeches, phrases. And yeah, I'm probably gonna make a video at some point about how awkward it is to start. Yeah, it does take a bit getting used to. I'm not fully used to it yet as well. And now I'm doing things like multi-streaming, because I figure maybe I at least be a bit more comfortable on a different platform as well. I don't watch that many live streams in general, really. So it's awkward for me on all fronts. But I have started to, as I said, I've started watching people like Necrony. I caught a bit of sips from the Yogscast live streams. And they're alright. I like watching them. I like interacting with them and hearing them say hello. That's been really nice. Probably will make another short about that soon. And I'm not really sure, you know, when you are off of Twitch or you're not live streaming, I'm gonna say everyone probably does this, but you sort of daydream about the things that you are going to say, like when you have an argument and you walk away from it, and then months or weeks later in the shower, you're showering, it's always a shower, you suddenly think of the perfect comeback that would have made you win that argument and everybody would have clapped for you. That's what I have with live streaming. I always have an idea of what I'm gonna do or what I'm gonna say beforehand, but the moment the camera's on, suddenly all thoughts gone, singular brain cell. Yeah. Somebody said, and maybe this might help, Mr. Fancy Pants, they said to you, you should script some stuff. You should script some moments that you're gonna talk about on stream. I have not taken that advice at all. I probably should, so I can figure out what my whole point is. Even coming here, I wasn't really sure what I was doing. I was just gonna see whether I could set things up properly and chat for a little bit. And if you see the number on the screen is about 42 minutes going on, I think about 20 minutes of that time was me just trying to set everything up. Yeah, so what to say on Twitch and voice regulation and voice control, and trying to talk more often because my throat tends to hurt quite quickly after talking for a little bit, which is bad because a lot of my hobbies involve talking. And I guess this is one of them now. And yesterday's video I also recorded in one go, which apparently you're not supposed to do. Apparently a lot of people say you're supposed to record videos in parts. Yeah, I need to drink more water. my one of my Twitch friends has a thing where people, I think it's like a bits thing, or I don't know if it's a subscriber thing. I still don't really know about Twitch, but they have a thing that they send in chat that reminds them to hydrate. I probably should have that, not because I think it would be fun, but because I really need to drink more water when I'm going on speeches or talks, because so often I forget to. But back to the point before I go too far off topic again. What I want to do on this Twitch is probably the thoughts are gone again. Well, there's a video from yesterday which I'm quite excited to put up. I realized there's a lot I could improve on in editing, and I guess I can spoil it a bit. It's kind of like a game review, or a review about the story of a game that may or may not have recently come out, and my thoughts about it. I don't really know if I'll do more content on gaming or stories. That was just sort of a spur on the moment thing, but it was quite fun. And yeah, oops, clicked out of the tab. Yeah, if people like it, and if I find a passion for it, I'll probably do more, but I don't want to commit to anything just yet. The whole point of this channel is really to come on and draw and get better at art, and also practice being a storyteller and talking about all the stories that I've come up with, I've made up, I've lived through, question mark. There's so many VTubers out there with like really exciting lives. I see them talking about how they've gone mountain climbing, parasailing, paragliding. What are they doing? How did those extroverted, insane, adventurous people become VTubers? All my life I've been at home, and after that life I went to a different home, and I've been there, and then I decided to VTube. Not a lot of interesting stories on my part, not a lot of true to life ones anyway. Oh, there's a concurrent view on YouTube, but I think that's just me watching myself. Oh, Foxy Roller followed. I wonder if they're in chat. If you are in chat, Foxy Roller, hello, it's really nice to meet you, and I'm really glad you followed. Can I ask why? Why have you followed this insane VTuber who doesn't drink at all, who doesn't drink enough water, I should say, and has no exciting stories about real life? Exactly. There's so many VTubers out there that are just extroverted, and I mean, they're amazing. Honestly, I shouldn't spoil it because I do want to turn it into a bit of a YouTube short later on. But I had my first sort of interaction with a VTuber a few days back, and I cannot stress enough how small of an interaction it is. Oh, thank you so much, Foxy Roller, and I'm glad you like my model. I should advertise. It was made by Kana Illustrations, Kana_illustrations. She's an amazing artist, and she's really super friendly, because I had absolutely no idea what I was doing, but she guided me through every step of the way. And this is turning into a plug. I realized that the only thing I really know how to do is to plug for other VTubers, because I'm not sure what to say about myself. I'm not confident or full enough of self-esteem to talk about how great I am. But give me another VTuber and I'll talk about them all day under the sun. I'll tell you how great they are, how good they are at talking, how entertaining they are, and the fact that they drink water more often than I do. And yeah, but on that note, I've recently come across a short. I didn't save the name, but thank you, Mr. Fancy Pants. I start to call you Fancy Pants, and then I think to myself, no, that's too informal. You are Mr. Fancy Pants, and you deserve the respect of being called Mr. But yeah, I saw a VTuber short recently. I feel bad because I don't remember the name of it, but basically they were saying that in order to succeed as any online personality, you should be super delusional. You should just be delusional and think that what you're putting out there is the greatest thing in the entire world. And I agree. So, henceforth, I'm gonna try and be more delusional and more arrogant, cocky about the things that I put out. And I should say I'm not down in the dumps about everything I put out, because most of the work that I do manage to put out, I end up being quite proud of. In the moment, when I'm going through the process of making a short or editing a video, I always have that voice in my head that's going like, oh, this isn't good, you shouldn't put this out, it's super cringe, you are going to humiliate yourself and everyone on the internet is gonna point and laugh at you. And then by the end of it, once I actually have it all done and ready to upload, I'm quite proud of it in the end. I'm quite happy with the way that most things turn out, and I'm excited for other people to see it, even if in the end it doesn't really get that many views or the like. And so maybe the moral of the story here, if there is one at all, is that be delusional. Ignore the voice in your head that tells you something is bad, and just keep pushing forward until you get to the point where you can actually put stuff in the public's eye, and whether it's good or bad, the public will decide for you. Yeah, there's been a whole lot of motivation. It's just to keep pushing through despite, you know, what the voices in my head say. Yeah, and of course that you're happy doing what you're doing. I know there's always a joke about the corporate machine and putting things out just for the sake of likes, and I was really afraid to fall into that, because it's easy, right? And that's why we have so many people doing crazy, insane stuff out there, being frankly terrible people just for attention and views. And as a watcher, you think that, oh, why would they do something so terrible and so horrible? But when you become a content creator, if I can call myself that, you do feel a bit of that temptation at certain points. Of course, not to do anything crazy like committing bank fraud or kicking down people's doors, but you sort of think like, oh, maybe I can follow this really wild trend and people will like it, and maybe I'll get a few more eyes on me, because it's nice when people acknowledge you online. Be careful not to turn it into a parasocial relationship, of course, but it's nice when people acknowledge the things you do. But I think it's important to remember to have dignity. That's not the right word. It's important to remember just to do things that you're comfortable with and that you are happy doing, and never do things for the sake of chasing a trend. You can chase a trend, but if you're doing that, make sure you're having fun chasing the trend, because you genuinely can have a good time doing stuff that other people have already done, as long as it's not illegal, of course. You just like, let me organize my thoughts before I jumble myself up. There were some trends for VTubers that I saw that I was thinking before I became a VTuber, like, oh, they're just doing it because it's popular. But once I started making content and I saw those trends, instead of thinking like, oh, I want to do that, it'll make me popular, I was thinking, oh my god, that looks so fun, I want to do something like that. And that's sort of the feeling that's been carrying me through every so far. So when I do VTuber I can't pronounce that, trends, I do it because I find it fun. And if you get back into streaming or creating content, you should also follow these trends if you find them fun. That's the moral lesson of today. I'm just going on any tangent that comes my way because I have so many thoughts about stuff. And when I get off stream, I'm going to lie down in bed and think about how I could have worded everything so much better, so much more cohesively, and so much more well put together instead of the rambling mess I am now. But I'm not gonna regret saying the stuff I've said here. Mainly because I know I'm not gonna say anything horribly terrible. Hopefully. But it's really fun chatting to all of you. And I always forget this feeling when I get off of stream. It only happens when I'm on stream and there's someone in chat and I'm talking to all of you and I'm just going off to whatever comes to my mind. It's fun, that's all I can say about it. Before stream, nervous. After stream, thinking terrible thoughts about how everything went. But during stream, just being here with you guys, it's good. It's good at risk of repeating myself every so often. I'm gonna try to stop commentating on what it feels like as much because I know it's getting a bit repetitive, but it's just a feeling I get every single stream. And I wanna be able to just chat like this more with you guys and like talk about your day and talk about VTubing and all. Yeah, as long as it's fun, you should do things for fun. Of course, if you want to grow, you should always look to improve. I'm not gonna fault anyone who does do the hustle and gets really into marketing, or as long as they're not doing anything inappropriate or well, I can't say that because people have made a valid living of being inappropriate is not the right word. I guess sexy is the right word in the VTuber space. A lot of VTuber models are really sexy, and a lot of them are very I regret going down this line. I regret going down this line of thought. I respect the VTubers that do it and do it safely and tag it appropriately. Long live those VTubers. I'm gonna get off the train now. I'm getting off early. This is my stop. I'm not going to continue down this line of sexy VTubers. It's too awkward. On the note of sexy VTubers though, there's a temptation, right, to just have a very sexy model, to have a model that, because that's what sells, right? Being sexy sells. People like sexy. I mean, a lot of the VTubers I've watched recently, I've been drawn to their design first as well, the appropriate parts of their design. And yeah, being an attractive model is what draws people in. And I have no illusions. My model, compared to a lot of people, is probably on the opposite spectrum, and I'm completely okay with that. It's the kind of thing I wanted to portray. There's a whole story behind this entire getup. Most of it is that it's from the trash, and I've scavenged it up and just plastered it onto myself. But yeah, it was tempting to have a very beauty standards model, and yeah, maybe in the future I will experiment with my model further and see what fits. But this was the me that I wanted people to see, and it's not that sexy. But in my mind, I'm sexy. I'm delusional. I have to be delusional. I'm super sexy. What is this? What is this line? Where have we gone? I've forgotten how we've gotten here. I don't remember how we got here. I don't remember what I was talking about. I think I was talking about people being shameless in order to get views and attention on them. Yes, that's where it was. And then we somehow ended up here. But yes, I was going to say, I respect the people who do hustle and really aggressively try to grow their channel, as long as they're not doing anything illegal or hurtful to anyone. Always have to have that caveat. But I think if you're in this, you should also just do it for the fun of it. Because if you're not doing this because it's fun, then what are you doing this for? Cash? Money? You're not gonna get that as a VTuber. Everything you earn, if you earn anything at all, is gonna go back into fancying up your model. Unless you are a self-made artist, in which case all your time and energy is gonna go back into fancying up your model. Yeah, and I mean, did you it's turned into an interview. Wait, did you enjoy just streaming a bit, or do you wish you had hustled more? Because there's a difference between you could have and you wish you had. And while we wait for our esteemed guest to type in the answer because of the Twitch delay, okay, he's in. Yeah, it's how many times can I say it's just great? It's just great to do something that you love. It's fun to do something that you love. And I would think I struck a bit of a balance between, I'm definitely hustling a little bit. It's not really hustling. I've been trying to post every day and talk more often to the camera. And right now I'm trying to stream more often so I can get used to talking to people and just being on here and figuring out all the tech. Yeah, social media is really important nowadays. You kind of do have to push things a little bit. One thing I kind of don't like about the VTuber culture on social media, and again, no fault to the people who do hustle on social media. Like, I don't like the posts where it's obviously a post made for attention. I'm not talking about a scandalous post or something rage baiting. I'm talking about those posts where they're like, how do I get it? What's your favorite thing to do in a day? List it down in the chat comments, or post your VTuber model and let's be all mutuals. I don't like those posts a lot because I kind of doubt the sincerity of them. I want to give everyone the benefit of the doubt when they're posting up like, does anyone want to be mutuals? Does anyone want to chit-chat? I want to believe that they honestly do want to be friends with people and that they want to know people. But at the same time, it does just feel like a post out there for people to engage with in the hopes of it being truthful, but it's not. And I'll be honest, I also have been guilty of this at the start of my social media. I think I posted like, what's your favorite dessert or something up there, because I saw everybody else doing it. And no hate towards anyone else. I want to sincerely believe that they are looking for friends and they do want to find people they can chat with, and out of all the engagement they get, there are people that they form meaningful relationships with. But it's so easy to just look at it as engagement bait and be so tired of people not sincerely looking for people to form connections with. And maybe I'm naive. I probably am. I'm very sheltered. I fully admit I don't know a lot about the world, and I am fully open to changing my points of view if there are appropriate facts and logic behind something. I say this before I get indoctrinated to a cult or something. But yeah, I don't like that about social media, and I sort of stopped doing it because it left a bit, for me, it wasn't sincere. I wasn't doing it sincerely, so it left a bit of an icky taste in my mouth. So I don't really do engagement posts anymore unless I'm doing something for the stream. I say it all like I've been on social media super long. I haven't. I only started up social media properly when I started doing this, which is a few weeks. When did I debut? It was somewhere in September, which is still this month. It's somewhere within this month. I've been on social media for about a month or so, and it's so easy to get lost in it, but you have to use it if you want to grow your channel, and you want to grow and meet new people and learn from others. So use it, but use it sparingly. Don't get sucked into a social media hole. But it is definitely a useful tool. But anyway, so yeah, I don't really post engagement posts anymore. It probably won't help me get more people following, but I'm happier just posting up my thoughts and posting up videos and only asking people for things when I need it for a video, like the VTuber ranking stream that I did as a debut. Great idea, horrible execution. And at some point I would love to do another VTuber ranking stream, but with more experience and knowledge. And who knows, Mr. Fancy Pants and Foxy Roller, if you're still around, if you have VTuber models, maybe you can let me know, and I'll critique them. I'll look at them and I'll give my judgments on what they mean to me and where I rank them. Yeah, the first stream was really scuffed. A lot of fun still, but just every live stream, things get slightly less scuffed as I go on. Slowly but surely, we are getting rid of the scuffness. And one day I'm gonna be a corporate, corporate dictator over here. Gonna come on and just chat excellently with people. It's gonna be a skill of mine, chatting excellently. Yeah, I guess we can only get better at hiding scuffness, can't we? Making it less obvious. And I'm glad you found me, by the way, Foxy Roller, that you found me through the shorts and videos I've been posting. Oh, hi Anabe. Oh, Anabe's another streamer. Are you gonna be streaming today? We tend to stream at the same times, I think. Unfortunately, I am in a very late time now, so I don't get to catch many streams at this time. Unfortunately, many streamers and many VTubers, the ones that I like, seem to be streaming at the times where I should really be asleep. I'm so sorry I missed it, Nabe. Nabe is a really fun streamer. See, I better advertising for other people than for myself. But yeah, Nabe is a gamer, really fun. You should check out their streams. They finished their streams. So I guess you can't check. You should check out the VOD. What are you doing here? Go and check out Nabe's VOD. Why is it called a VOD, by the way? Is this a really naive question to ask? Because I've seen the thing that comes to mind is video on demand, but that doesn't sound right. It doesn't. I think that's a live. Is it video on demand? Okay. It feels weird. It feels. But isn't every video that you can watch a video on demand? Because if you're watching it, then it is there, and therefore you have already demanded it. I would think that like vlogs kind of make sense because it's video logs. which is where vlogs come from. In case you haven't know, this is an educational stream now, by the way. I'm educating you on all the abbreviations. So vlogs were video logs, which makes sense. They were like a video diary. Where did it carry over from though? Where did it come from? I guess I was thinking of TV shows like video on demand, because you could demand a show and you would automatically see it, but it feels like it fits better there than it actually does over here. Ouch. Ooh. Leg too close to a charging wire. Ouch. Yeah, it's weird. English is weird. It's one of the only languages I speak, but it's super weird, and we have stolen so much from so many people. I should clarify that I didn't steal anything. The language stole stuff, and I'm stealing it back. By virtue of using the English language, I'm stealing the words that it stole with my words. So therefore, I am Robin Hood. Yeah, I don't know where any of this has gone. I'm still blaming the caffeine from yesterday. I don't drink caffeine, so yesterday I thought it'd be a good idea to chug down an entire bottle of some kind of tea. And people, people who I would trust as much as medical professionals have told me that it is impossible for caffeine to carry over a day. I don't believe any of them. I am wide awake now. I am buzzed. I drank it yesterday, and I think it's nearly been 24 hours. I still haven't felt the need to sleep. I slept at like 4 a.m. yesterday. I woke up at 8. I was still awake. And throughout the entire day, I have been just awake. There was a moment of sleepiness in the middle of the afternoon, but that's to be expected. And right now, I am still buzzed. So if you have never drunk caffeine in your life, don't start now. Don't chug an entire carton of caffeine. You will truly regret it. But yes, it's quite late now actually. In my time zone, in this post-apocalyptic world, it is quite late, and I should probably. It's been an hour. Okay, take off 20 minutes where I was just fumbling trying to get the stream up. It's been about an hour, so I should probably sleep. But today was really good practice, and I mean, thanks you all for coming in and just chatting with me for a little bit. It really helps me just learn to talk to people on chat. And to each and every one of you, Foxy Roller, again, thank you for coming here as our newest star. That's what I'm gonna call you, our newest star on stream. One day I'll set up the thing where it has like your name properly displayed. I think I have it. It just isn't set up on the stream. But yeah, thank you Foxy Roller for coming in. Thank you Mr. Fancy Pants for being such a lovely chatting partner. I hope that if you ever feel the desire to get back into streaming again, you'll let me know so I can be the first one to follow your channel. And of course, Abe, you have been around for I think consecutively 3 streams now, and you're alright, a great streamer. Everyone check out their VOD, their video on demand. And to anyone else who has just been lurking around in chat, thanks so much for just being here, and thanks so much for just, listening and having a good time with me. This is a weird stream. I'm gonna say that every stream, but I'm gonna head off and try to do something to bounce off this caffeine before it consumes my ever waking moment. Good night everybody if you're in a nighttime zone. Good morning everybody if you aren't, and good afternoon for the people in between. I need to stall because I'm still not very good at finding the button to off my chat. Alright everyone. Bye bye for now.